today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Chargers versus Justin Herbert and the New York Jets.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their 32-year-old quarterback in his 9th season in the NFL. It's Ryan Tannehill.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Number 28, Josh.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 10 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
I can remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. They lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect to maybe throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's good.
19 yards there on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Duggar brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Look at this, big gain, but a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Jets for their initial possession of the game. Leading him out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that kicker.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press it so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to try and go deep again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Evan Ingram.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt.
Colquitt in punt formation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return is Reed. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Chargers 0.
Herbert on 1st down now. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Duvernay.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Not only is Joey Bosa a real load off of the edge, but his technical expertise really knocks offensive tackles off balance. 11.5 sacks last season. His goal each and every year, not just to lead his team, not just to lead the league, but to beat out his own brother Nick Bosa, who had 9 sacks with the San Francisco 49ers in 2019.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Down, and it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Number 14.
DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Able to hit his target Lamb. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Devon Hamilton on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man Lamb. It's complete.
That's good for Chargers.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Patrick Queen in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Joe Hayden on the coverage.
From his own end zone, Herbert. Open man is Duvernay. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, New York.
Now it's Herbert. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down, Jets.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Chargers, nothing.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, it's Herbert. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He's got first down past the 30. He'll find Metcalf. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert off of play action. The man is Edwards. He's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. Taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
At their own 20.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
30-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. Left side to Lamb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it up. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd
and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill will get this underneath to Jacobs. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Now Herbert following the turnover. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Will Lutz.
That channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Edwards.
Herbert's pass.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 33.
Play action, it's Herbert. And this one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to have a a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 2nd down at 4. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Herbert. It's complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. It's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
It is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Herbert now to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second.